Math 30-2, topic 8.1 today. This is the chapter called Sinusoidal Functions. And today's topic is on understanding angles on page 44 of our textbooks. Now, when we look at a circle, we look at a central angle, angle PCA with a vertex at C. Notice that the two arms are going to be a length of the radius. And then we're going to say the arc, P to A, is also going to be that same length. Now there's something special about this because the measure of the angle that's formed in this diagram is going to be called 1 radian. The definition is the measure of the central angle of a circle subtended by an arc that is the same length as the radius is called a radian. That angle there, theta, is called 1 radian in size. In example 1, we're going to express 1 radian in degrees. The measure of angle PCA is said to be 1 radian. Now, if we calculate the measures of PCA in degrees, you're going to see that it's going to be part of a circle. To go the circumference, if we compare the circumference, one complete revolution of the circle is going to be 360 degrees. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. And the degree is going to be 2 pi radians. Now 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. All the way around the circle is going to be 2 pi radians. 180 degrees is going to be just pi radians. And 1 radian is going to be 57.295. That's exact, as close as we're going to get to 3 decimal places. For our purposes, we're going to just round that off and visualize this as a 60-degree angle. So to help you visualize 1 radian, imagine an equilateral triangle in a circle, and since all the angles are 60 degrees, we have 60, 60, and 60. And if it extended right out to the edge, that third side, if we imagine that just fudging out to be the length of the arc, is about 60 degrees. So for our purposes, we're going to say 1 radian is about 60 degrees. So to estimate each angle in radian measure, we can compare them to what we know about our 60-degree angle or 1 radian. So first of all, we have a 90-degree angle. 90 degrees is half of 180. 180 is pi radians, which is 3.14, or we're going to round that to 3.2 radians. So 90 degrees would be 1.6 radians. A 45-degree angle, well, that's just got to be half of 90, so take 90 divided by 2, or 1.6 divided by 2, and it's 0.8 radians. 150 degrees. Well, we're going to look at that like 180 degrees, and then we're going to take away 30. 180 is 3.2, and 30 degrees is going to be 0.5, so when we add those together, 150-degree angle is going to be measured as 2.7 radians. In example 3, estimating angles greater than 180 degrees in radians. Our first angle is 240 degrees. Now we're going to think of this as 180 degrees plus 60 degrees. 180 is 3.2 radians. 60 is 3.2 divided by 3. And that's going to be about 1. And so when we add those together, you're going to get 4.2 radians. For 450 degrees, I'm going to think of this one as 360 degrees plus 90 degrees. 360 degrees is one complete rotation around the circle plus 90 more degrees. Now 360 we said was 2 pi. 2 pi would be 6.28, which is rounded to 6.3. 90 degrees we said was 1.6. To add those together, you're going to get about 7.9 radians. Our last one, 690 degrees. Well, 360 would be completely 2 revolutions is 720. And so if we went 720 minus 30, we would be at 690. So 6.3 is 1 revolution. 12.6 is 2 revolutions. That's our 720. Minus our 30 degrees, which is 0.5. And we're left with 12.1 radians for a 690 degree angle. In example 4, which is greater, 3 pi or 8 radians? Well, 1 revolution is 2 pi, 6.3. Add another pi for another revolution, half a revolution, I should say, and that's going to give us 9.5. 3 pi is about 9.5 radians. So you can see that 3 pi is obviously longer or greater than 8 radians. Another way of doing this is to convert them to degrees. Three pi is 360 plus another 180 or 540 degrees. 8 radians is 8 times approximately 60, which is only 480 degrees. Therefore, 3 pi, again, it still shows up greater than 8 radians. That's the end of our lesson, I think. Nope. Well, it is and it isn't. We're just going to have a summary. In summary, radian measure is simply another measure of angles. We say that 360 degrees, or one way around a circle, is equal to 2 pi, or 6.3 radians. 180 degrees is called pi radians, which is about 3.2 radians, and 90 degrees we say is 1.6. So if we started at 0, we go to 90, or 1.6, then we could go to 180, or 3.2, we can go to 270 degrees, or 4.7, or all the way around is 6.3. Another measure that's important to say is just that 1 radian is approximately, for our purposes, 60 degrees. So your assignment then is to do page 489, numbers 1 to 10.